Kia ora, good evening, welcome to Ray's Kitchen. I'm Monique and this is Ray McVinnie.
It's me.
How are you feeling, Ray?
Oh, you know, what can happen? What's the worst that can happen in your own kitchen? Where
Just
you feel at home?
That's true. Just had to switch down the volume on the computer because tonight we're interactive. So if you're watching and you want to shoot us a question on whichever platform or page you're watching from, please do. We're happy to answer questions about products, about techniques, about life if we have
all
to.
All sorts of things.
It's all about you guys.
We're here for you.
Yeah, we sure are. Ray, what are we doing tonight?
Okay, you know, it's hot, it's Christmas.
Yes.
It's, you know, time for festive food. I want to do something that looks good, can feed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not too many ingredients.
Yeah.
And easy to do.
And that's what we like. And the traditional roast can be a little bit heavy for our hot Christmas days, right?
Yes. Although Christmas is the last festival we've got with special food.
That's so cool.
I do like eating turkey once a year.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
anyway. No, look, I've got a lovely piece of salmon.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And we're going to put a tomato vinaigrette over it.
Okay, so before we even start, when you're shopping for fish, let's talk about that. How do you know what to look for when you're looking for good salmon?
Well, I'm the geek that always leans over the counter and says, I'm not buying it till I smell it. And they always let me.
That's cool.
And what should good fish smell like, do you know? No. It should smell like nothing.
Okay, so if you walk into a venue, you know, like a fish market or something, and it's a little bit whiffy, because that puts me off.
Get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Good fresh fish, and this includes salmon, shouldn't smell like anything. It should have no smell.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
There you go, learned something already.
Alright, okay.
Great, this is cool. Now, what you're doing, perfect for how many people?
Oh, look, salmon's rich, you know. So you're going to feed, 6 people if that easy? Because you're going to have other things.
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, you don't just hand them a piece of salmon. So by the time you dress this up, served it with, some sort of starch, a salad, maybe some bread or whatever, you're going to feed 6 of this easily.
That's really cool.
The thing I hate about salmon, I mean, I like salmon. I didn't grow up with it, so it's a treat for me still.
Yeah.
Is the thing I don't like is, when you cook it, you get that really fishy smell sometimes when you cook it, like if you fry it.
And especially if it's in your home and it fills the curtains and it fills everything.
Yeah. And also, it's really, really rich. It's an oily fish. It's extremely good for you, but it's an oily fish. So the way I'm going to cook it in the oven just gets rid of the smell. And,
that's really clever.
Yeah.
Now, if you're looking for this recipe, you can actually get it now from Ray's website, raymcvinnie.com. I've already loaded the recipe in there for you guys, so you can download it and use it. But keep watching so you can see what's done first.
The only thing is I've left the skin on, and the recipe I said take it off, but it's actually better to leave it on, protects it,
Yeah.
Hey, I should get on with this.
You should.
Right, so.
First of all, I just want to say hi to everybody who's watching tonight. Carol Lloyd, thank you.
Carol,
thank you.
How are you?
Nice to see you there. And we've got Karan Singh, who's watching on Your Fix TV. Nice welcome to the broadcast. Remember, you can ask questions.
Yeah.
What are you doing first?
Okay, look, I'm a recent convert to baking paper.
You've been talking about it all the time.
It's a wonderful thing, I love it. So, and not just because it makes things not stick.
Yeah.
You can lift things on it.
That's
so I really like it. So what I want to do is I've got a great big tray here, and I've put some baking paper on it. I'm going to just throw this whole salmon in the oven. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil on there, give it a bit of a brush. I mean, it's not going to stick. And I'm going to put the salmon on top. That is going to take maybe 15, 20 minutes to cook. It's quite thick at that end.
And so what are you looking for when it's cooked? Because it's not like you're going to poke it like you do. Are you?
Yeah. When I want to find out if this is cooked, I'll probably get a little knife and just push it in and move it to one side and have a look.
Oh, really?
Well, why not? It's the easiest way to tell.
Now, what about, I know I've had people over the years when I've been doing demos like this, asking about bones and and things like that. What
These
do you do?
days you can buy salmon with no bones.
Oh, that's good.
You say I want it boned. Not from the supermarket I got it from today, because I got my little salmon tweezers, or you go to the bathroom cabinet and find your tweezers. And you pull out is there any left in here? Oh, there's one. You just grab them, hold on to them really tight, and you pull the pinbones out, and you get really...
That is awesome. I've never seen that up close.
Well, you get really fast at it, so, it's no big deal.
Are there any more in there? Can I do one? If there's any more.
See that one there?
Oh, can I do it? Can I do that?
Go on, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not a fish eater, so this is all very new to me.
Yeah. Now you gotta really hang on to it really hard, and then hold the salmon.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Okay, my hands are clean, by the way. Oh, you do it.
Yeah. It's quite hard down there.
It is down, yeah.
Because that's where it's been cut.
Oh, got you. So it's hard to hold on to.
Yeah. I think they can take their chances with that one.
That'll
really,
come out when they eat it and use enough fork.
So I just want a little tiny bit of olive oil on this. Not too much. I only said about a tablespoon on the whole lot. That's a nice look. And a little bit of salt and pepper. No, actually not pepper, because it's going to look like dirt. So a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to stick that in the oven. The oven's on 200, and it goes.
Now I can see Shannon Simpson's actually watching tonight too. Hi Shannon. Now obviously being a nutritionist, salmon will be one of your things on your list of recommended foods as well, because it's so good for you, isn't it?
Yeah, all fish is good for you. Well, all good food is good for you.
That's true.
As long as you don't eat too much or too little of anything.
That's so true.
That's why they call it food.
That's true.
Otherwise they might call it poison. I mean, yeah. Right, I'm going to make a tomato vinaigrette. I love the way the French think of a vinaigrette as a sauce. It's basically oil and something sharp like vinegar or lemon juice. I'm going to do lemon juice today, but I'm going to put other things into it.
Great.
And I suppose it's a bit like a salad I'm going to put over the top.
Oh, that's nice.
Without any leaves.
That's cool.
Except for herb leaves.
That's cool. Now, Aaron Gascoigne has just messaged in and said, did you pin this out or did your munga do it?
No, I pinned it myself.
Wow.
So I pulled it all out. I mean, I've done it about 1,000,000 times when I was a professional chef. Because when I was a professional chef, you couldn't buy it when it was boned. You had to do it yourself. So you Yeah, it's a really good question. But get yourself, if you do it yourself, get yourself some salmon tweezers. See how big, sort of fat they are at the end.
I was just thinking they're so much bigger than my eyebrow ones.
I wouldn't try.
No.
No. Okay, so I'm going to make the tomato vinaigrette. I'm going to look at this. Oh yeah, that should work. Just thinking about how long it's going to be in the oven. So.
Okay. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys are watching and you've got any questions, feel free to ask. If you're thinking about different suggestions for Christmas Day, God, we could be here all day with that.
Oh yeah, look,
so many options.
You've got me for another, 25 minutes or something.
Yeah.
You can ask me anything you like. So you want to know things about Christmas food, ask me.
Yeah, because you do love seasonal food, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I like festive food. And I like, as I said, Christmas is it's like the last festival we have that has special food. You might not want to eat that special food because it comes from the northern sort of hemisphere.
Yeah,
winter.
it's a bit different from ours.
But hey, let's talk about great food at Christmas. I really like it. Yeah, Christmas is a great time.
I
you get
do
to
like
eat a lot, drink a lot, and you get presents. I mean, what could be better? And you see all your friends.
You get to hang out with people you like.
Exactly.
Well, you can choose to
you got to do both.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, I'm just going to potter along here doing this vinaigrette. And I think it's about 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, so
don't use olive oil. Use extra virgin olive oil. Use New Zealand olive oil.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It won't be rancid.
So a bit of a question there.
Yeah.
You just measured that out. Like I know you like detail.
Yeah.
How did you measure out 5 tablespoons?
Because I know that when I get that bottle of olive oil, I go, it's about a tablespoon. And hey, it's not like I'm baking something. There has to be a chemical reaction.
Yeah.
No, like I can change this halfway through making it. Whereas if you're making a cake, you can't. So you've got to get it bang on to start with.
Yeah.
Whereas this is pretty loose, Yeah. All right, and I need the zest of a lemon. Okay, so we'll just zest that.
Can I ask a question? Because I know we've been asked this before.
Yeah. You don't have to ask a question. You don't have to ask a question.
Oh, well, that's true.
You can just ask.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Somebody phoned me earlier. No.
Yep.
And what's the difference between extra virgin and virgin olive oil?
Okay,
because
so
I know that's available.
The amount of oleic acid in it's got to be less than 1%. I think that's what it is in this. So and it's usually like cold pressed.
Yeah.
An extra virgin is what they squeeze out of an olive. It's the very first thing that happens.
Oh, okay. So you want extra virgin, because it will be the best, right? It's the first press.
And you want it fresh too. That's not a good look. And the thing about olive oil is it's not like wine. It doesn't keep. After a year, you fry with it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want it as fresh as possible.
Okay.
That's why when you get imported stuff, I mean, apart from very good quality places like Salmon that sells incredibly good quality olive oil, but I mean, supermarket olive oil from Italy, it says like produced in, what does it mean? What does it say? Produced in Italy? That oil could have come from all sorts of places.
Okay.
Tunisia, all over the place. And the longer you keep it, the more sort of rancid it gets. And you smell that oil.
Okay, and that's a
Sorry,
good point.
you
That's
got me
cool.
started on olive oil.
No, because I'm a big fan of olive oil.
Yeah.
I use it every day, even in my baking actually, because I like the flavour.
On your skin.
Yeah, everything.
Amazing.
I know.
You know, it's one of the easiest things for your skin to absorb.
Yeah. I even know a very famous actress who uses it as her makeup remover and night cream. So, and she looks amazing with no plastic
surgery. You go to
surgery.
Italy and you see those older ladies, you know, usually riding their bikes through the market. And
the nonnas.
Skins are
They're
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah, the nonnas. Yeah.
So yeah, I do want to know though how you keep it, how best to keep it. So I have in the same brand. This is Village Press olive oil. We both use it. I have one of the big casks of olive oil in my kitchen. Now it's always beside my stove. I shouldn't be keeping
Don't keep
it there.
it. You know, don't keep it somewhere warm. You'll see that this is in a dark green bottle to protect it from the light.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing that you should always do after you've used it is wipe the rim. Because that stuff on the outside will oxidise, which means it goes rancid.
Yeah.
And if it gets back inside your expensive olive oil, although this isn't that expensive,
no, it's
that's
good.
what
It's
I love
good
about
value.
it. It will turn the whole thing. Eventually, it will get a little
Now,
rancid.
by the way, we don't get paid to tell you about that product. We actually really genuinely like it, made from real food. Like we both use it.
Yeah. I thought,
There's
otherwise we wouldn't be wasting our precious time.
No, there's no product or brand endorsement there.
Yeah.
It's just a good
All
product.
right, calm down.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just putting the juice of a lemon in here. All right. Because that salmon is really, really rich, you need something to cut through that sort of rich flavour, and of course lemon juice is going to do that really well. So I've got 5 tablespoons of olive oil, some lemon zest. I need a small clove of garlic. New seasoned garlic's out.
Yep.
Loving it.
I know, I'm very happy about it too.
Yeah, very, very happy. But that is too big, that garlic. I don't want all of that because I don't want to eat a whole lot of raw garlic.
That's true.
So what I'm going to do is just use half of that and just chop it up really fine.
Aaron Gascoigne has just messaged in and said, righto, you asked Ray about Christmas. So give me a 30-second recipe for brining my turkey. And for how long should I brine it for? And should I cover the bird with pancetta or prosciutto to keep it moist while cooking?
Right.
Aaron.
All right.
Wow.
Basically, Aaron, I can't remember a recipe for brining, but just Google it. There's a million brining recipes, and they all have the same proportion of water to salt, which is what you want to make a brine. And when you brine it, it keeps it really moist. You know, really nice. Put pancetta over it. Pancetta is for cooking, and it's very fatty, and prosciutto is for eating, you know?
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah, because you don't eat raw pancetta.
No, you don't, but you can eat raw prosciutto.
Yeah, and pancetta is really fatty, and that's what you want over like the breast and the legs of your turkey to keep it nice and moist.
What do you prefer, to brine a turkey or to roast it?
I just roast it, but look, I was just writing about this today, and one of the things that I always do is, even when I'm roasting a chicken, is I always put some liquid in the bottom of the roasting dish.
Right.
I don't just leave it dry. So with a turkey, I'll put like, you know, I don't know, a couple of 100 mils of white wine and a whole lot of chicken stock, and that's what I base the thing with all the way through, and butter all over it. But I mean, rub butter all over your turkey. That's a really good thing to do.
Yeah, and butter's made from real food, so we like it.
Made out of cream.
Yeah, we like it.
All
Great
right.
question, thanks Aaron.
Really, really good question, Aaron. Like it. Okay, so here's our start of our vinaigrette, or my vinaigrette, actually. Olive oil, lemon juice, zest and garlic, and now I'm going to put the other things in. Okay.
Shannon Simpson, she's a nutritionist. She's just messaged in and said, hi guys, I love salmon, and Ray is so right about the portions. Because salmon has a higher fat content than other proteins, you do need a smaller portion than, say, a steak. Thank you, Salmon. Thank you, Shannon, for your contribution. Love it. Glad to see you watching tonight.
Excellent to see a nutritionist who doesn't do all that stupid, you know, pop nutrition, but just talk sensibly about food, which is really important to you.
Thanks, Shannon. Great to see you on the broadcast.
Yeah. Okay. Half a cup of black olives. I think these are some of the ones I preserved last week.
Oh, great. Nice week show. If you missed last week's broadcast, it is available on Facebook. We rebroadcast it last week, and it was all about edible gifts for the festive season.
Capers, so again, something to cut, salty and sour, going to cut that richness of the salmon. And then, hey, I've noticed in our local supermarket, they've got all the troughs of these coloured cherry tomatoes, which you didn't used to get. So that's really nice. Right. So I've got a punnet of those, 250 grams of those. So I have to pull one of these out because they really are beautiful. Now I thought yellow tomatoes like this until I started working with Ray. I thought these weren't ripe. So there you go. They're just a different type of tomato. So if you see them and you're not sure about choosing them, they are amazing. In fact, one of the things I'd recommend is go to a farmer's market in the weekend and ask if you can try them. Because they really are delicious, but they're so cheap at the moment. They're meant to be because it's seasonal. Don't we love that? Yeah, we love that. It's the way it works. It's so cool. Hey, look, that's that vinaigrette with all those big chunky things in it. So it's sort of turned it in. It's like I suppose it's like a tomato salad. I call it a tomato vinaigrette anyway. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to taste it. I did put some salt in there. Just want to say hi to some foodies who are watching tonight. Karen Maxwell Hunter. Hello. She made the tart the other week. Oh, well done. Yeah. Really good. Thanks, Karen. Nice to see you. And Daniel Hicks from Wellington. He's watching tonight too. Nice to see you guys on the stream. Remember, you can shoot any questions our way if you want suggestions of great things for Christmas, because that's what we're doing. The salmon is in the oven baking at the moment. Can you smell it? Yeah. No. Can't smell anything. Yeah, I mean, you usually when people say that to you, you're supposed to say, it smells great. No, can't smell anything. Because when I open the oven, it's got a little whiff of it, but it doesn't stink. It's not offensive. Doesn't stink out the kitchen. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Okay, so that's all set to go, except for, excuse me, Monique. Yes, certainly. I've got some dill here, but you can just use parsley. Any sort of green succulent herbs are really good on this. And we've got a lot of tomatoes going on, so great paired with basil. Basil is my ultimate herb. I love it. I eat it all the time. I just love it. You can probably get counselling for that. Thanks, Ray. You'll be fine. Now, Shannon Simpson's just said, I love the different coloured tomatoes and the Spanish green ones you can get at Faro. Love them. Yeah, the Spanish green is really, really good. Okay, Shannon, shoot us a recipe idea. No, what would you do with them? I've got one. Yeah, Shannon. You know that stupid book and movie, Fried Green Tomatoes? It works. It really works. Slice those tomatoes and put some salt on them and leave them sitting on paper towels for a little while. Get rid of a bit of the moisture. Don't really need to do that. Flour them, dip them in egg, dip them in polenta and fry them. You get these crunchy green tomatoes. Ooh. Really, really good. I'm so going to try that. Yeah. I'm so trying that. Okay, I reckon that salmon just could be almost ready. Let's take a look. And Karen Maxwell Hunter just said, I made the tart again. Oh, well done. Did you put more jam on it? She did. Good work. She did. I'd love to see a photo of it, Karen. Yeah, do you have one? Yeah. Send us one. Send us a pic of that. It'd be really interesting. And she said, thank you, Chef. Big difference. Hubby loved it. That's the main thing. That's well, no, it's not actually, but you know what I mean. Shannon Simpson also said with the green tomatoes, she's done it. Oh, and she loved it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Amazing. Good on you, Shannon. That's so cool. Great to hear from you. And great to see you guys watching the stream tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to find out if that salmon's cooked. So let's find out how you find out if the salmon's cooked. So. Wow. So the colours change. It's so pretty. Yeah, I know. I actually like it a little bit medium rare. And for me, see that? Yeah. So it's just kind of moving. See, I don't care if I make a slit in that. I'm going to pour all that over it. You're not going to see it. And I've left the skin on because you can just eat this with a spoon. It'll just come off the skin, really easily. And of course, having the skin on there holds it all together, make sure it doesn't break up. Look, I think that I might give that just 3 or 4 minutes longer. So you've kept that on what temperature? 180? 200. Okay. Yeah, I tend to have the oven on either 200 or it's off. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is that like an Italian thing? No, it's a chef thing. Oh right. Because we used to have the restaurant oven when I was a professional chef on 260 because you're opening it all the time. So it was just blasting away. Yeah. God, that's full on. That's exactly. That's now we've got to mess around here for 3 or 4 minutes. So come on, what about some more questions? We want some more questions. Yeah, help us out here. Karen Maxwell Hunter said the tart's all gone. It was beautiful. Well done. Good on you. That's great. Shannon Simpson, oh yeah, she said, oh my God, I've done that, Ray.
Come on, you guys, shoot us some questions. Look, if you're struggling with your life, Christmas ideas maybe. Who knows? Okay. Oh yes.
Yep.
Go-to menu for dinner, for family dinner.
Yeah.
That even the kids will love. Would they eat something like salmon?
Yeah.
And how do you get kids to eat salmon? Because it's so good for them.
Well, put vinaigrette on it. That's how we got our kids to like broccoli. I mean, when kids love vinaigrette, it's sort of sweet and sour. It's nice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But if I was going to do like a wide appeal, dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, don't try and fix something that's not broken. I'd get a really good organic chicken.
Yeah.
Stuff it with, like ripped up ciabatta and olive oil, white wine, bit of yogurt. It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes it really moist, gives it a lovely lemony flavour, some fresh thyme, lots of garlic, okay?
Ooh, nice.
And then slow roast it, because everyone likes a roast chicken. So do something really simple, but do it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good organic stuffed chicken, and I'd get a whole lot of agri potatoes, and I'd stand there, I'd get the kids to peel them all, chop them all up, put some in olive oil,
and of course,
baking paper tray,
when
in the
kids
oven
are involved,
for
they love it, right?
Yeah, of course they do.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And that's
salad.
awesome.
That's it.
Now, speaking of salad, Shannon Simpson's just messaged in and said, what can I do with fennel other than raw in a salad?
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
What you can do is you can quickly dip it in, slice it, or not too thinly though, dip it in boiling water just to slightly soften it.
Sort of like to blanch it.
Yeah, just blanch it. Let it dry. And then brush it with garlicky olive oil and barbecue it on a grill plate. It's really, really good.
Oh, that sounds
really
great.
Nice. Serve it with fish. Really nice and fish.
Wow, can you roast it?
You can roast it too. Yeah, put it into, slice it though, not the whole bowl.
Yeah.
Put it into a oven-proof dish.
Yeah.
A little bit of olive oil, white wine, pepper and salt, maybe some garlic.
That is awesome.
And roast it. Yeah, delicious.
Okay, so we've had a whole bunch of more questions come in from different pages.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Shannon, by the way, that was awesome. Aaron Gascoigne's just asked again, he said, question time then, easy canapes for Christmas Day.
Don't make canapes, they're labour intensive and drive you crazy, and you've got to walk around with them. Better to do like an antipasto buffet.
Oh,
let people go and feed themselves. Let them put whatever they want onto their, not crackers, pieces of bread. Look, for lots of reasons, the food's going to be fresher. The look of it is going to have much more impact. And it's a really great sort of mixer and mingler and icebreaker, because you get people talking to each other, helping each other.
That is cool.
It's that whole thing about good food and good socialising, which is what happens with good food. So I always put it out, just spread it all out. You're going to get a lot more impact from a whole lot of food that hasn't been all chopped up and everything.
Yeah.
And then let people go for it.
I think that's what I might do on Christmas Day. Normally my Christmas lunch is tequila, so I'm going to do that instead.
It's cheery news. The other thing is, of course, when you do something like an antipasto buffet, I mean, it's often just a question of good shopping, not
yeah, good point.
You don't have to do too much work.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron. Great question. Another question from Karen Maxwell Hunter. What about a twist on mashed potatoes?
Oh, please. There's a million things you can do. First, you've got to get really good mashed potatoes. So you've got to use a floury potato like agria or something. But the flavourings, they can be cheese, they can be garlic, they can be herbs.
Oh, garlic.
Not truffle oil, thank you. I really don't
Get
like
over
it.
that.
Yeah. But there's lots of things. You can put them in the oven with a cheese top and make it into a gratin. What else can you do with mashed potatoes? I love them.
Shepherd's pie.
Smoked fish through it, and eat it on bread, on toast. Really,
By
really good. Yeah. I reckon our salmon's ready.
Okay.
All right.
Now, while Ray's doing that, Simone Butler, thank you for your question. Any tips for cooking my first turkey for the in-laws? Have a glass of wine.
It's really interesting, that one. Yeah, as I said, I was writing about turkeys today. The thing about turkey is that you don't want the legs and things to dry out while the rest of it, isn't cooked. So lots of butter over it, a bit of liquid, so, make some steam in the oven so that like white wine and chicken stock in the bottom of the pan, so that you make some steam so that you keep it moist. If you think the legs are going to dry out, rub some softened butter over some foil and just wrap foil around them. You can put bacon, streaky bacon, because it's fatty, or pancetta over the breast to keep it moist.
Yum.
It's basically a question of keeping it moist. If you're going to stuff it, make sure your stuffing is got lots of strong flavours. And remember that turkey well, it's good with sweet things, so you can use dried cranberries and sweets.
Oh wow, inside for the stuffing?
Yeah, in the stuffing.
Wow.
Okay, and don't think of stuffing as this bland filler. Think of it as another dish that you're cooking inside the turkey. So it should be really full of flavour. You know, no one when I'm teaching cooking, I always say cook like you mean it. Make sure all your flavourings are really punchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
so
cool.
Look, in the 3 seconds I got to talk about turkey. Is it Shannon?
No, that question was from Simone Butler.
Oh, Simone, in the 3 seconds I got to talk about turkey, I hope you got a few ideas about that. The other thing is, as Monique says, have a glass of wine, don't panic, relax. You always cook better when you're enjoying it. Give yourself time to do it. Turkeys often take longer than you think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We've just had another couple of messages. Shannon Simpson just messaged in and said thank you for that recipe suggestion, by the way. And she also said, I love that Ray has said to put liquid in with the roast. My mum taught me to do that. And people think I'm crazy when I do it. I am, of course, but not for that reason. So good on you, Shannon.
Yeah, no, we're all crazy, Shannon. We love it. Yeah, always, it's good to make a bit of steam, and what better than, well-flavoured steam.
Heck yes.
And of course, the thing is that even if all that liquid that you put in the bottom of your turkey or chicken roasting dish disappears and evaporates, you're going to end up with really great, caramelized pan juices stuck to the pan. That's going to make great gravy.
Oh yeah.
All right, give me that big white platter there, young woman.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put it in here.
So when it comes to serving this, I know you're going to put it on the dish. What do you serve this with?
Oh, what do I serve this with? You can serve this with just plain white rice if you wanted to, and like a leafy salad.
Yeah.
Green beans. You don't need anything that's too highly flavoured, because this is quite highly flavoured and rich.
So a crusty bread?
Look, a couple of big loaves of crusty bread that you ran under the cold tap, stuck in the oven and made all crusty in the oven.
Yeah,
really good.
So
hey, let's just see. Oh, that's the dill I've just knocked over there. Don't worry. We'll just put that there.
So Karen Maxwell Hunter just said, thanks guys for the help. Garlic and cheese for the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, garlic and cheese is good.
And Simone Butler just said, oh, wine and stock. Love that idea. Thanks guys. Well, thank you for messaging in and asking. We love you guys being part of the broadcast. That's what this is all about.
It's all about, yeah. Hey, look, see, that's why I like baking paper. Because
makes cleanup easy, certainly, doesn't it?
Makes cleanup really easy. Has the stuck, I hope not. In there, you'll find a fish slice.
Wow, these are the most organised drawers I think I've ever seen. That's amazing. Years of being a chef, right?
Yeah. Because, as my good friend Josh Emmett says, if you have a mess, it just slows you down.
That's true.
And someone's got to clean it all up at the end, and it ain't going to be me.
And see, that's the thing with MasterChef, right?
Yeah.
Did that drive you crazy with all the mess everywhere?
Well, they never seem to get it. You'd tell the contestants, the more mess you have, the slower you're going to go, and you're on a time limit here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
the good ones got it in the end.
That's true.
Yeah, which is why they won.
That is very true.
All right, big white platter always works best for food. Makes a beautiful white frame around things, and anything that has a pattern on it, unless it's really old and gorgeous, is going to date. So I just go to the Chinese shop and buy these. And you feel the weight of that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, it's porcelain.
It was quite heavy.
It's porcelain, so it doesn't chip.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. All right. What I need to do now is add some dill leaves. Or whatever.
See, this is so simple, and it's all real food. There's nothing processed here. It's things you can find at your local farmer's market or your fishmonger if you have one, or a fish market. Good supermarket.
Yeah.
And that's great. If you have just joined the broadcast, by the way, and you want the recipe, it is actually already loaded into Ray McVinnie's website, raymcvinnie.com. Now, you're not chopping everything up.
No. No, look. I don't know about you, but I like food to look like it got on the plate by itself. I don't want it to look like some grubby little chef.
Yeah.
You go to something, let's put some water. Yeah, so I'd rather leave this in large, natural
it's very
pieces.
artistic.
Well, it's not. It's just possibly lazy, but so that when you eat it, I'm going to get basil,
I'm going to get dill, I'm
going to get those flavour hits, which all go together really well.
That's true.
All right. So all you do is spoon this over the top, like this, and look, honestly.
How good does that look? Like, seriously?
Well, anything red and green always looks good with food.
It's very Italian looking, isn't it?
Well, this
kind of is Mediterranean, isn't it?
Look, they eat a really similar vinaigrette like this over hot spaghetti in Naples, and they call it, what do they call it? Spaghetti and insalata.
Yeah, that's right.
Spaghetti and salad.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And you don't
Beautiful.
need cheese either.
That
So
is
look.
so good.
I don't know what this looks like on the screen. What's it look like?
It looks actually beautiful. It's restaurant quality, right?
Oh, that's what we like.
The cool thing is you've done that in what, 15 minutes.
Look, you have the salmon all sorted out in the fridge ready to go.
Amazing.
You can make this vinaigrette. Doesn't matter if the tomatoes go soft. Okay.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah,
Actually.
let it pickle away, and this
Yeah.
can be made a couple of hours before. Just don't add the green leaves till you're ready.
To the last minute.
And serve it hot or cold. You don't have to serve this hot at all.
So what do you guys think of that? If you like it, send some thumbs up and some hearts on the stream, because we want to know what you think. And would you make this? Because if so, you need to get the recipe immediately by going to raymcvinnie.com. What do you think? I'm just waiting to see the reaction right now.
Okay.
It's all happening. Shannon Simpson, I love that Ray said to put, the same thing, a heart from Shannon Simpson actually. Thank you, Shannon.
Good.
Aaron Gascoigne, should the salmon be left to rest before cooking? A great question.
Should the salmon be left to rest before cooking?
Do you mean from bringing it out of the fridge and warming up to room temperature, Aaron? If so, let me know and we can ask Ray. Or do you mean after cooking? Hey, we've got a few hearts and a few thumbs up there. Thanks, guys. It's really good to see. Yeah, Aaron, if you can just clarify, then we can give you the answer. But that is a good question. Would you pull it straight out of the fridge and then straight into the oven, or let it room?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's really just. I know you should let it come to room temperature, but if I know it's cold, I have to cook it longer. That's all it is. I mean,
there you go.
You know, don't get hysterical about it. Hey, the thing that the star of this dish is the tomato salad / vinaigrette. You can put this over barbecued chicken.
Oh.
You can put it over just plain pasta. Any fish, really good. Imagine if you had a crayfish. Delicious.
Amazing.
I haven't had a crayfish for like bloody years.
I'll see if I can hook you up.
Would you mind?
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, any seafood's really good. I mean, just with prawns, actually with prawns on spaghetti, really good.
I was just going to say, you know, other options. Why didn't you bake this in tin foil? Because I've seen people doing that in tin foil or putting it into one of those parcels of paper.
Because salmon is so rich and oily that it's never going to dry out, so there's no need for me to try and keep the moisture in. Yeah, it's totally going to work.
So if you're using another fish, would you have to put it in one of those?
No, you wouldn't. You just would be really careful about cooking it. Don't overcook it.
Oh,
you know?
That's great.
Yeah.
I've learned so much tonight. Aaron said, yes, we've answered his question.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Aaron. You've asked great questions. Thanks, everybody, for those questions.
Yeah.
And if you want the recipe, it's already on Ray's website. So head there now. There are some other recipes already loaded into the website for you to try. But Ray, I've had the coolest time. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself too. And hey, listen, everyone. Merry Christmas. Eat good food and enjoy yourselves. Okay?
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Remember, we stream every Monday. So keep watching, and thanks again for your questions. I'm Monique. This is Ray. We've had a great time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.